Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So, we're going to start with grade 7 maths. So, you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter data and graphs. The lessons we're going to cover today are create and interpret line plots with fractions, interpret stem and leaf plots, interpret bar graphs, and create bar graphs. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is create and interpret line plots with fractions. Here I am on grade 7 math. Chapter is data and graphs, and here is the lesson create and interpret line plots with fractions. So let's just start with the lesson. So during an art lesson on shading, Mr. Hensley's students placed blue, green, or purple paint onto some palettes. Mr. Hensley then added different amounts of white paint onto the palettes. He recorded how much white paint he added to each palette. One whole one by two, one, two, one whole one by two, two, one, one whole one by two, and one. Basically, that is the data given. You need to make a line plot. So, how do you make a line plot? You need to see what values you have. 1, 2, and 1 by 2. You have three values. Got it? You have to arrange data from least to greatest. So when you arrange data from least to greatest, it would be 1, 1, 1, then 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and then you have 2, 2. Got it? So now just make a line plot. You have 1. So for 1, you have 3 entries, 1, 2, 3. Just make 3 cross. Got it? The next is 1 by 2. So 1 whole 1 by 2 appears 3 times in the data. So here you have 3 cross in front of 1 whole 1 by 2. Got it? Then you have 2. So 2 appears 2 times. So then you have 2 cross in front of 2. So that would be the final line plot. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. It is very easy to make the line plot. Let's just learn. Use the corrected line plot to answer the below question. What fraction of the candles took more than 2 but less than 4 hours to burn out? So here is the time. Got it? That is from 2 to 5 hours. You need to see what fraction of the candles took more than 2 but less than 4 hours. Got it? So more than 2 and less than 4. So from more than 2 and less than 4, it would be from here to here. Got it? Just add them. 4 is also not included. Got it? Hold on. Let me see what fraction of the candles. Okay, you need to calculate what fraction of the candles. So less than more than 2 and less than 4. So more than 2 and less than 4, you have just one value. Got it? That have the, so it would be 3, because in front of 3 there you have two values. So the total values are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have to divide it by 3. It would be 1 over 3. So that is 1 over 3. Got it? That would be 1 over 3. Okay, the next one is use the corrected line plot to answer the question. How much perfume was there in all? You have to calculate total perfumes. Got it? That means you add up. You need to add up all the perfumes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To find out the total value of all the x's in the line plot, find the total value of the x's in each column, then add them together. Got it? Like here you have in front of 2 you have just 1. Got it? So you have to do 1 times 2. Here you have 2. So you need to do 2 in front of 3. So you need to do 2 times 3. Then here you have 1. So you need to do 1 times 3 whole 1 over 2. Then you have to add up all the values. Got it? Here you have 3. So you have to do 3 times 4. Here you have 1. So you have to do 1 times 4 whole 1 over 4. For this one you have to do 1 times 4 whole 3 over 4. And at the end you have to add up all the values. Got it? So here you have 2, 6. You have to just add up all the values. So it would be 32 whole 1 over 2. Got it? You just have to add up all these values. Got it? Multiply them and then you have to add them. It would be 2 times 1 is, it would be 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. It would be 3 whole 1 over 2. It would be 3 times 4 is 12. Then 4 whole 1 over 4. Then 4 whole 3 over 4. So just add up all the values. Got it? So it would be 32 whole 1 over 6. Got it? When you add, it makes 32 whole 1 over 6. So all the values are 32 whole 1 over 6. Okay, during an art lesson on shading, Mr. Hensley's students placed blue, green, or purple paint onto some palettes. Mr. Hensley's then added different amounts of white paint onto the palettes. He recorded how much white paint he added to each palette. Use the data in the list to complete the line plot below. You have to look at the which line plot is the correct one. So for the 1 you have 3 values, for the 2 you have 2 values, and 1 whole 1 by 2 has 3 values. So it would be 3, 3 and 2. So that would be the correct option. For 1 you have 3 values, for 1 whole 1 by 2 you have 3 values, and for 2 you have 2 values. So that is the correct option. Okay, use the corrected line plot to answer the question below. What fraction of the palette has more than 1 tablespoon but less than 2 tablespoons of paint? So more than 1 and less than 2, you have just one value. That is more than 1 and less than 2, it would be 1 whole 1 over 2. Got it? And here you have 1, 2, 3. It would be 3 times 1 whole 1 over 2. Got it? 3 whole. So it would be, no, no, not, you don't need to do 3 times. You have one for 1 whole 1 over 2, you just have 3 values. And the total values are 8, so it would be 3 over 8. Got it? So that means the correct option is 3 over 8. But fraction of the palettes had more than 1 tablespoon and less than 2 tablespoons of white paint, that would be 3 over 8. So the correct option is 3 over 8. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is interpret stem and leaf plots. So let's just start with the next lesson. The next lesson is interpret stem and leaf plots. Okay, Kendra, a candy store employee, placed peppermint candies into jars of various sizes. Got it? So here is the stem and leaf plot. How many jars has at least 20 peppermint candies but fewer than 59 candies? Got it? So you have to start with 20, at least 20, and until 59. Got it? So just read the values. It would be then, they are all the values until started from 20 and until 59. Got it? Just add, count all the values: 1 2, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. So you have 18 values that are in between 20 and 59. Got it? Can you guys please stop talking and focus on the lesson we are working on? So it would be 18. So the correct option is 18. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, David's PE class participated in a push up competition, and David wrote down how many push ups each person could do. So here is the table, stem and leaf plot for the push ups competition. What is the largest number of push ups done? So just look at the largest value that can be created by using stem and leaf. So the largest stem is 8. Here is the largest stem, that is 8. And the largest leaf is 6, so that means the total value, the largest push-ups that can be done is 86. Got it? So the correct option is 86. So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is, while writing a paper on making decisions in a group, Mia researched the size of a number of committees. How many committees have fewer than 80 members? Got it? You need to see how many members are fewer than 80. So for the stem 8, just look at the stem 8. Here you have 85. You have to look at the all the values that are less than 80. Got it? So you just count all the leaves that are less than 80, stem and leaves. So you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. That means you have 12 stems that are less, that have fewer than 80 members. Got it? So that means the correct option is 12. It would be 12. Please stop talking, everyone. Jackie counted all the beads in each necklace at the jewelry store where she works. How many necklaces had exactly 40 beads? So 4 beads have exactly value. Got it? Yes, you can see the stem 4 and you have 4 times 0, so it would be 4. Correct option is 4. Okay, the Newberry Chamber of Commerce researched the number of employees working at a local companies. How many companies have at least 40 employees but less than 60 employees? Got it? At least 60 means minimum value is 60, minimum value is 40, and the maximum value is 60. Got it? So just look at the stem 6. You don't have to count the stem 6 because you have to count all the values that are less than 60. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You have 13 values that are less than 60 and greater than 40. So it would be 13. Okay, the next one is an employee at a craft store counted the number of red buttons in each bag of mixed buttons. What is the smallest number of red buttons? So which is the smallest value? Just look at the smallest stem and the smallest leaf value. So which is the smallest value, 10 or 12? It would be 12. You don't have 10 here. Got it? The smallest stem is 1 and the smallest leaf is 2, so it would be 12. Okay, Nolan counted the number of silver beads on each bracelet at Arlington Jewelry, the store where he works. How many bracelets have at least 30 silver beads? At least silver means the minimum value must be 30, maximum value can be any. Got it? So just calculate all the values that are greater than 30. So which is the correct option? Yes, that would be it. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is interpret bar graphs. So let's just start with the bar graphs. Okay, a sports fan decided to examine the patterns of medals won by certain countries at several Olympic Games. How many more medals did Brazil win in 1996 than in 2000? Got it? So 1996 would be this one, and the green one is 2000. So you need to calculate how many more medals did Brazil win in 1996 uh, than in 2000. Got it? So here is the Brazil, and so here is for the Brazil. This one is for 1996 and this one is for 2000. So for 1996, the value on the graph is 15. That means in 1996 they won 15 matches and it won 10. So 15 minus 10 is 5. That means Brazil more 5 more medals than in 1996 than in 2000. So it would be just 5. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, Lindsay, a park ranger, recorded the number of each type of tree in Harrison Country Park District. So green color represents the oak trees and the pink color represents the apple trees. Got it. How many more oak trees are there in Rose Park than in Lake Park? So here is the Rose Park, and in Rose Park you have oak trees are 40, and in Oak Park probably it would be the lake one. It would be 10. You need to calculate how many more oak trees are there in Rose Park than in Lake Park. Yes, in Lake Park you have 10. So you have to do 40 minus 10, that would be 30. That means Rose Park has 30 more trees than Lake Park. Got it? So the correct option is 30. Very good. Okay, for a statistics project, Jeff observed that number of hits and misses scored by some baseball players during batting practice. Did the first baseman or the right fielder have fewer hits? So first baseman, here is the first baseman. It would be hits. Blue is for hits. So how many hits they have? They have 6 hits. Got it? And the right fielder. Here you have right fielder. Right fielder has 10 hits. Got it? So who has more? Right fielder. Got it? Now you have to see which one has fewer. So first baseman has fewer. Got it? It would be option number 1. Right fielder has, oh yes, you need to see the blue one. I checked the green one. Got it? So right fielder has the fewer than white fielder. Got it? Okay, Gavin recalled how many minutes he had spent at band rehearsal in the past 3 days. How many minutes did Gavin rehearse on Wednesday? How many minutes did Gavin rehearse on Wednesday? So on Wednesday, he rehearsed 100 minutes. Got it? So the correct option is 100. Just look at the minutes, it would be 100. A geography class recorded the average life expectancy in different countries. Which country has a longer life expectancy, Venezuela or Poland? So here is Venezuela, it has 75% life expectancy, and here is Poland, that would be 73. So obviously Venezuela is has more life expectancy. Got it? Okay, our biology class learned about the average breath holding capacity of various animals. Which animal can hold its breath longer, a porpoise or a beaver? So here is the beaver, and it holds for 20 minutes, and here is the porpoise, he hold for 15 minutes. So obviously beaver can hold for a long time. Got it? Okay, the next one is Kristen looked over her calendar to see how many times she had soccer practice each month. How many practices in total did Kristen have in May and July? You need to calculate the total practices. Got it? So in May she practiced, number of practices are 20, and in July they are 30. You need to add them. So 30 plus 20 is, So it would be 50. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is create bar graphs. Let's just start with the bar graphs. Okay, after a trip to the zoo, the students in Miss Estrada's science class voted for their favorite animals. Use the data in the table to complete the bar graph below. Okay, so here is the data given. Polar bear, 80 boys and 60 girls. Elephant, 70 boys and 80 girls. And tiger, 70 boys and 80 girls. So here is the lesson you have to complete. So pink represents boy and blue represents the girl. So elephant is 70 and 80. So here you have 70 and it would be the missing one would be like this. This would be colored blue. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions so that we can do the practice questions. Okay. At the summer carnival, each member of O's Corner family played a round of bean bag. Use the data in the table to complete the bar graph below. So you have to complete the table. Cousin Susan has 50-50, Uncle Drew 50-90, Auntie Betty 100-60, and Cousin Chris 50-80. You have to see which is the correct option. Okay, just look at the values 50-60, 50 and 60. Got it? Then you have 50-90. Here you have 50 and here you have 90. Then you have 160, 50, 80. 160, this isn't the 100. Got it? This would be 100 and this would be 60. That means this is the correct option. Got it? Okay, a hardware store monitored how many hammers it sold in the last 5 days. Use the data in the table to complete the bar graph below. Okay, so 100, 20, 50, 30, 40. 100, 20, 50, 30 and 40. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Just match all the values with the table. Got it? An interior designer wrote down the prices of various items at several wholesale furniture dealers. Use the data in the table to complete the bar graph below. Okay, just see which is the correct option. 50, 60, 50, 70. Okay, 50, 60. This isn't the correct option. That means the second one is the correct option. Got it? Because the first value is not the correct in the graph. So second option is the correct option. A food industry researcher compiled the revenues of several pizzerias. Use the data in the table to complete the bar graph below. So which is the correct option? 50, 90, 180 and 50, 90, 180 and 180. That would be the option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay. Jonathan jotted down how many baskets he made during basketball practice each day. Use the data in the following table to complete the bar graph. 70, 20, 80, 60. 70, this is not the correct option. Got it? 70, 20, 80 and 60, that would be the second option. Got it? Okay, at Family Beach Day, the Landberry Recreation Department offered a range of activities. Use the data in the following table to complete the bar graph. So 190, 50, 90 and 80, 50, 190, 190, 50, 90 and 80, 50. Yes, the first option is the correct option. Okay, the aquarium sold 1000 tickets on Monday, 80 tickets on Tuesday, and 90 tickets on Wednesday, and 60 on Thursday. Okay, 180, 90, 60. 100, that is the 180, 90, 60. That is the correct option. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. So we're working on grade 7 maths. Chapter we're working on is data and graphs. Lessons we have covered today are create and interpret line plots with fractions, interpret stem and leaf plots, and interpret bar graphs. And the one we just completed is create bar graphs. Got it? Please make sure before the next session you can complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. If you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? That's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.